Hello. Did you know that every year more than 150,000 people are diagnosed with epilepsy in our world? Well, epilepsy is a condition that affects millions globally, yet it is often misunderstood and surrounded by myths. I am Ananya Singh, a sister of an epileptic person. Today, I want to share a story from my perspective, a story about my brother who has epilepsy, and to spread awareness about this condition. Epilepsy took hold of my brother at a very young age. He was just 4 years old when he had his first seizure. At that time, I wasn't even born. Our parents, unfamiliar with epilepsy, were frightened and confused. Sadly, they turned to every holy place imaginable: temples, mosques, churches, and spiritual healers before finally seeking medical help. By then, a fever had already affected his brain, setting the stage for his life with epilepsy. A few years later, I was born into this family. My brother may have grown physically, but inside, he remained a child who loved to play. We spent a lot of time together, and he cared for me deeply. As I grew older and learned more about his condition, I took on the responsibility of caring for him when our mom wasn't home. We watched cartoons, drew pictures, and played with cars and blocks together. However, as I continued to grow, my interests changed. I wasn't the playful type, and the pressures of school and homework made it hard for me to spend as much time as with him. My brother, on the other hand, remained the same. He still loved playing with cars and drawing cartoons. I began to lose patience, finding it hard to balance my growing responsibilities with spending time with him. My mother tried to console and convince me to spend quality time with him, but it was challenging. I had no friends, and I preferred to do things alone. Nevertheless, when I saw him playing board games by himself, I felt a pang of guilt. I realized that my brother needed a companionship, and I regretted being so distant. Managing his seizures was a crucial part of my role as a caregiver. I learned to recognize the signs of an impending seizure and acted quickly to ensure his safety. During a seizure, I would stay calm, move any dangerous objects away, and gently turn him onto his side to keep his airway clear. These moments were stressful, but knowing how to handle them made a significant difference. After each seizure, I would comfort him and make sure he was okay before resuming our activities. Each time, I marveled at his resilience and his ability to bounce back with a smile, ready to immerse himself in the joys of childhood once more. We eventually found our rhythm again. Although I may not spend as much time with him as I did in my childhood, I try to include him in my activities. He can still be irritating at times, but I feel lucky to have him in my life. Looking forward, my greatest hope is to see my brother reach his fullest potential. I dream of a future where he isn't defined by his condition, but his abilities and passion. I will do everything in my power to support him, whether it's advocating for better medical care, ensuring he has access to educational opportunities, or simply being there for him every step of the way. I want him to know that he is not alone, and together we can overcome any obstacle. Through this story, I hope to raise awareness about epilepsy and break down the myths surrounding it. Epilepsy is not a curse, and it cannot be cured by visiting holy places alone. It's a medical condition that requires proper treatment and understanding. If you know someone with epilepsy, always consult a doctor for proper diagnosis and treatment. Learn about epilepsy to understand the condition better and dispel myths, ensuring the living space is safe to prevent injuries during seizures. Stay calm if a seizure occurs and ensure the person is in a safe position and include them in activities and offer emotional support. Let's spread awareness, eradicate myths, and support those living with epilepsy. Together, we can make a difference. My brother's journey has taught me the importance of empathy, patience, and the power of understanding. By sharing our story, I hope to inspire others to be more compassionate and informed about epilepsy. Each day with my brother is a testament to the strength of the human spirit, and together we can create a world where epilepsy is understood and accepted. I am committed to helping him achieve his dreams and live a life filled with joy, purpose, and love. Thank you.
We even think about going somewhere, there are so many questions in our mind. What if he gets a seizure in the middle of the crowd? What if people panic? What if there's no one who knows how to help? So, most of the time, we just don't go. We miss out. Not because we don't want to enjoy, but because fear takes over. But today, that's not the case. Today, we're here together, relaxed, having fun. Not because epilepsy disappeared, but because someone gave us the courage to live with it. And that someone is Dr. Surya Singh. He didn't just open the doors of this beautiful trip for us. He opened the door to possibility. Because this life is about living, not just about surviving.